God, freaking damn it! Why is sun existing in such time? I understand it is summer, I understand everything perfectly. But why is there sun? I don't like sun. Actually, let me put on light. And this is annoying predicament. I cannot have sun because sun fucks things up. But for the model to work correctly, I need light. It's very annoying. Oh my god. I almost... Oh boy, I would freaking cry over that. I almost tipped my microphone down. You would hear that, and I would hear that, and my wallet would hear that, and we both would cry. Every single one of us would cry, trust me. And it would be incredibly scary. Oh my god, we're in triple R. Let's go, triple R. They still got that Minecraft bread. So let's get it. Let's get it. I still don't see the fact that apparently prices changed. Like from previous things going on, Isaac told us that prices changed, but I don't see that happening, alright? Like, yeah, the bread is the same price also, wow. Can you hear the music, by the way? It is awesome. After the second fragment map, which is this one, the game got very scary. I was constantly afraid something would happen and all that at 1 AM. Wow, that's early. But the music is so freaking nice. I like this music. I really do like this music. I hope you like this music as well. I entered the triple R and I was about to say hangover, but I guess that's kind of too late for a hangover. Well, today hangover is a thing. I entered the triple R and my hunger and thirst is immediately apparent. Well, is that a first for water or is that a first for Dante? I bleeped it too late, didn't I? Dang it! It has a distinct smell, but it's a good one. Definitely loosens up the wallet. That's one way to I guess. I understand, Delta. Be my guest. Do what you need. Speaking of the old expression, I would be meeting Dante for lunch today. He was the only person I knew that still carries around a wallet. A bit old-fashioned, especially when everyone is forced onto our phones, but I guess it could still be useful for something, whatever that something could be. I eventually find him sitting at the table in the back corner. That's not where I expected to see him. We all kind of have a usual table. But I guess we weren't here as a group. It was just me and him. And well, that's gonna make into a perfect heart-to-heart and Pokemaniac. Thank you very much for the follow. Hope you will enjoy some of the content I'm putting out. And hope you will sit down and relax and enjoy the content. Again, thank you very much for the follow. My one-on-one time has been kind of limited so far, actually. It was nice to be able to see my friends outside of the group dynamic. If anything, stuff like this would only serve to make our group dynamic stronger. That is actually true. You know, having some one-on-one time, being able to talk separately. I would love that. He notices me and waves me over. Things get off to a quick start. He's typing away on laptop in front of him, but multitasking seems to be a no issue. Oh, that is an issue for me, definitely. Well, we're truly not multitasking, to be honest. Like, you can automate whatever you do, but not really multitask, I feel like. Kind of the same way when you drive a car, and sorry, I just tapped the microphone, I didn't mean to do that, sorry. Since I wondered about it moments ago, I asked him about why he has a wallet.
Most people tend to start with a greeting, Delta, but I guess I'm just too cool for people to follow the rules. And if you must know, it was a gift from my father.
Oh, if Isaac really does work for Cypher and we support him by example hiding Chiron, that would make us work for Cypher too, wouldn't it? Rules of association, so yeah, most likely. Considering how Argus works, yeah, that's unfortunate, isn't it? And that kind of reminds me, why did we ask about the wallet thingy? Like, okay, we want to get more in-depth explanation of it, but I think Isaac gave us enough of an explanation about this one. He just carries it with him because it's significant to him. And I don't really think we need to know why it's significant to him because it's his own thing, you know? But I guess him opening up about it is a really big step for friendship as well. Or rather, a relationship and not friendship, something more. Oh, that makes sense. It's just a relic of a simpler time.
Basically, he told me we should never forget where we came from. I don't really know how a hand-me-down wallet helps with that, though. It might be one of those things that only makes sense to old people.
You're not that old. You're 23, aren't you? He laughs before closing his laptop. I guess work was over for now.
Sorry about that. You never know when a good idea might hit you. It's a total lifesaver carrying around something I can jot notes in.
Oh my god, I'm so glad about this sprite.
Selling ideas to this thing.
He looks so much more happy compared to the other ones. Sounds like being a writer is tough though. I hadn't even considered that possibility of forgetting your own ideas. But all of a sudden, I'm mad at the thought. I can imagine how much it would suck.
Though, nothing helps as much as this.
Not notes and fun? All of them got one hell of a tragic backstory again. In VNs, you don't meet people who just had a normal childhood. Oh my god, that is so unfortunately true. Although, wait, no, okay. Seer in Winds of Change, parents killed. Valessa, parents killed. For Team, guess what? Parents killed. Pro, parents abandoned him. The Damek, his mama freaking died because of Inquisition. Sovi, pretty much slaughtered an entire village because of rage. The Triumvirate, I actually don't know what they did. Whatever. Bad childhood still. It's all because of bad childhood, all that happens. The Damek was here. Ulrich, right? He had to kill his parents, as far as I remember. Valessa was here, Vince was here. I don't remember any past about Shane. I guess. What was the bad guy's name? I forgot his name. The apprentice, or Sovi's apprentice. What was his name? Still, it was kind of a traumatic childhood, quote unquote, you know? Halen, right, Halen. Halen, I guess, has a tragic backstory as well, considering he kind of has been, he's been kind of manufactured, you know? He's not really a human. I guess he's human, but, well, human is a stretch for a furry, you know? And I'm saying that with a really straight face. 100%. Most likely all of the rebels lost their parents too. Yeah, that is true. He reaches for a cup and takes a large swig of coffee.
My greatest ally. Weaponized caffeine.
How well weaponized is it though? Is it caffeine with freaking energy drink? Is it energy drink coffee? Please give me.
Honestly, I used to hate the stuff. I wanted my day to start when I got out of bed, but all the work just made it harder and harder for me.
Well, it does get overwhelming over time, doesn't it? I remember Taylor mentioning something different in the nightclub. Something about constant contest that turned him into an addict. Dante immediately blushes and looks away from me.
Gotta be honest, I was hoping you forgot that one. If Taylor is good at one thing, it's embarrassing me.
Oh my god, yes, he's blushing more. I wonder, possibly story, if you have a whole cast with a tragic backstory, then you have one person with no backstory. Well, that person with no backstory kind of got it easy, huh? Very easy, in fact. Alright. Oh my god, I had to restart, to be honest. Oh, why did the model go so high is beyond me. I've wanted to win contests too. It's nothing embarrassing. Those companies can throw around a life-changing amounts of money.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. This wasn't a contest for money. The prize was a once-in-a-lifetime experience.
What? What was that experience though? Oh, interesting, like a trip around the
You
world?
could say that, yeah?
What was that? He's being extremely vague. Why is that so embarrassing for him? I tell him that he has nothing to worry about. I won't be judging him.
Fine, but I'm only doing this to beat Taylor to the punch. Something tells me he's just waiting to drop this one on me.
Oh, I bet he is. What's the secret? He rubs the back of his head and lets out a nervous
It was
laugh.
Klace. I used to be a huge fan. Well, I guess I still am, but
Oh.
I really wanted to meet him. He had this brand of energy drink and used it to launch a contest.
Alright.
Find the winning can, and you get to go on tour with him. I guess I thought that traveling the world with a pop star would be inspiring. I didn't win, though. I just ended up with a crippling addiction to caffeine.
Dante is a Klace fan, Dante is a Klace fan, Dante is a Klace fan. I mean, it's incredibly, I guess, funny in some ways, because as far as I'm aware... I almost choked on my spit yet again. Oh my god. I actually have to drink something really quickly. Give me a second. And back we go. So basically... Wait, was it Dante or Taylor who was Klace's fan? Who was the one that squealed when realized Klace was part of the cast? Was it Dante? I think it was either Dante or Taylor. I think it was Taylor, actually. I don't fully remember, huh? Still, I would say... Yeah, Taylor. Taylor, I did remember correctly. But I still would say Dante is a bit of a fan as well. Well, he's not only a bit of a fan. The hell I'm talking about? What the hell? I was talking about... I wanted to talk about something so much else. These three artists are huge fanboys for each other. Basically, yeah, they are huge fanboys for each other. But what I wanted to say previously, because my mind went bonkers and it didn't go a good way around, Klace is Dante's writing fan, right? So Dante is a fan of Klace and Klace is fan of Dante. That is a freaking nice dynamic. Even though it's kind of weird, it's kind of a pet peeve thingy. I didn't really... Pretty good reference. I wonder if anyone will get it. I didn't realize Klace had his own brand of energy drinks. Huh? What? That's pretty extra. So is the entire idea of contest, to be honest. But on the other hand, it would drive sales and give him more exposure.
Maybe not tell Klace, though. If he finds out, then he'll know I've been putting on an act. I tried to be all oblivious, like I didn't really know who he was.
Ah. Well, you really did a good job. Klace owns a signed copy of Dante's book Forlorn. Oh right, that is true. Actually, I forgot about this. He did own a book. Suddenly, a lot of stuff about last week's made more sense. At the club, Dante was the first one to speak to Klace when we got upstairs. And not only that, but when we were pre-gaming, Dante suggested the music. We got ourselves a secret little fanboy, don't we? Don't worry, I won't tell anybody. I'm going to bug you about this every freaking day. No. We just not gonna tell him.
I knew I could count on you.
He got his secrets.
But I think I saw people start to turn and look. Maybe we should change the subject?
We possibly should, yeah? Right, Klace requested that we offer him privacy whilst he was here. And Taylor almost screamed when Klace appeared, so I think he might be a fan too. Yeah, think he's a fan? I think he's a tiny little fan. Nothing too extreme. At least Dante got what he wanted in the end, the chance to meet somebody he admired. I sit down and wait, deciding to let him come up with whatever we would talk about next.
Well, last time we talked, I remember I was working on my book. You'd be happy to know that progress has quite literally exploded.
Oh,
I guess
that's
it was
awesome.
only a matter of time before the floodgates opened.
Finally
That's kinda
writing
how I
your book.
operate, though. I could go months without working and it'd be no big deal. But once that ball is rolling, I have no problem making up for the lost time.
Pretty wild guess, I know. You know, me and my theories. Yeah, the very bonkers theories that kind of go out of whack sometimes, but they do make sense for some reason. And that is still wild to me, and I'm still impressed by it. So, holy hell, Astra. You got really nice theories. Say whatever you want. I'm pretty sure that's common for people who know their own hours. As long as he gets the job done, he's free to handle it however he wants.
Suddenly, that 12-month deadline doesn't seem too bad.
Oh, I
In
bet.
fact, I've even started thinking about what I want to do next. There's a whole world out there, and I've been locked
I
in
have
a
not
room.
been wrong once yet. Oh, maybe soon, who knows? Oh, thinking of traveling the world?
Maybe one day. But I gotta start small. I was actually thinking of reconnecting with some family. Believe it
Aww,
or
that
not,
is
my life
incredibly
doesn't
adorable.
fully revolve around Isaac.
True, true. Really? You fooled me.
I'm starting to think that yours might. I mean, he told me that you two are gonna try dating. That probably means he'll be getting closer to me, too.
We're not only trying to date, we are dating. So, correct. In before starts to plan travel the world, then bat flu. Let's not talk about bat flu. Okay, okay. Doesn't bother me. I could easily handle both of you. Oh my jolly boy, Delta. Are you sure you would be able to handle both of the dicks? I don't think so, but say whatever you want. I'm not gonna bother you. I mean, come on. The more friends, the merrier. No problem at all. I'm more afraid I've reached my snarky friend quota, actually. I swear, if Isaac does not work for Cypher and that breaks my streak, I will drive to IRL Toronto and complain to IRL Klace. Poor Klace.
Oh, really?
I'm sorry for him.
Well, handle away. You know, you're starting to remind me of Taylor. And I don't mean that as an insult. This time. Probably.
Wow. We are flirty like Taylor, but better. Because our flirts actually work. He strikes a thinking pose for a few moments before speaking again. This is your thinking pose? Well, don't mind if I do. Don't mind if I do at all.
Right, back on track.
Yep.
I remember telling you that I basically grew up in a library. Well, I meant that literally. The librarian let me stay there when I needed it, so...
You think I should take a
things
huge
got rough at
gamble?
home,
Yep.
I'd just go Get lost in a good book.
100% you should take the gamble.
But things at
But then
home
remember,
were
going
worse.
to Toronto is
Before I knew it, the
expensive.
library
Especially
became
from
my life.
Europe.
They sheltered me while I learned to read and write. I
Alright.
can definitely look back and say it was worth it, but at the time, it definitely seemed like the worst thing ever. I
Well,
wrote
to
a
be
bunch of
honest,
woe is me stories to attempt self-pity.
reading can be a double-edged sword. For some people, it's awesome. For others, it's a huge freaking pain. And I'm literally one of those people who kind of hates reading because it has been forced on me, basically. I was forced to read at one point, and let's just say the material I had to read was not something I enjoyed. It was basically having to read books that are forced upon you by schools, which is annoying. You know, people shouldn't be forced to read and be graded on it, especially. Like, you should be able to read something you enjoy yourself and not something that is just boring, plain boring. I'll give them that. Not all books were boring. They were just slightly less nauseating. I guess that's the best way to put it.
Eventually, some of them found their way into anthologies. That was the first step. People kept saying how good
Anthologies
this stuff
are
was.
awesome, though.
I got an agent to help me with all the publishing offers that came my way.
Alright.
But that's the thing. I've been working ever since. Haven't had much time to take care of Dante things. But
I call
after
now
this next
at
book,
the background
my
of this
whole life is
being
wide open.
of this being a video game. Isaac does not work for Cypher, he is a boss of it. I take this huge gamble, but I see good chances it will pay off. I can see you already going to Toronto in a plane, you know, enjoying your freaking flight, being there, enjoying some flight food, sleeping in the freaking plane, and then landing, going to Klace's house and being like, you know what? I respect you, but I really hate you for the way that this played out. You know? But you pay for it. If I would show you my bank account, if I would show you my bank account balance and my wallet balance, you would cry, okay? You would cry, and I would cry as well, and the wallet would cry. We three would be crying. Do you want that? Do you really want us crying? No? Exactly. Thought so. Let us not cry. Growing up in library sounds like it could be pretty awesome. I wish it could have been, it could have happened for him without the issues back at home.
Bet you didn't expect me to be a runaway, huh?
To be honest,
A
no.
lot of people don't. They act surprised or shower me in sympathy, but I don't need any of that.
Alright.
I think I'm doing really well for myself.
To be honest, if you're that independent, that's awesome.
Do you think that too, Delta? I mean, I feel like I've accomplished quite a bit, maybe enough for my family to let bygones be bygones.
Infatuating. Never heard this word. I'm sure they're counting down the days until you call. I'm sure they would be happy to reconnect with you. To be honest, I don't think they would be super happy to reconnect with him. Well, maybe they would, but would that make Dante himself happy? That's the good question.
Oh, come on. You're starting to sound like my inbox. But nice to know that you're at least a little taken with me. We'll have to talk about
I'm
that
stoked
more
on you.
sometime. It's
Right?
mutual.
I'm really stoked on Dante.
Of course, I need to finish this book before I do anything major. Unless any impatience gets the better
Just
of
like
me,
in Winds
which
of Change,
it
I'm
will.
not tell.
Either way,
I will
just
not tell,
hope you'll
but
have
they
my
are
back.
some bold theories, I gotta admit. Well, open-ended game gives you a lot of room for theories. I nod and tell him he's right. I would always have his back, especially now that he's opening up to me. It's weird, I learned more about him in one sitting than I have ever before. A runaway novelist who grew in a library. A fractured relationship with his family, and a renowned bibliography, whatever, the book record, okay, the book writing record. I really need to do something with my life.
Well, I gotta say, thanks for the chat.
Ouch, that
I hope
actually
we can do this
hurt.
again, maybe on New Year's
Now
Eve.
that I think about
We
it,
have
where
4 midnights
does
after all.
Delta work
If I don't
at?
get one, I'll be
Do we work at
offended.
all? English is hard. English is really hard. Yes, I do agree on that. He smirks at me, and our time at the Triple R came to an end. He's right though, because of the quantum leap, I will have 4 midnights. And not only that, but I have 4 new friends: Isaac, Taylor, Dante, and Klace. Things were definitely gonna be interesting on the 31st. Experience heart-to-heart, Dante. Secret little fanboy. Awesome way to call